What's up, guys? Coming to you on a random Tuesday. Wanted to give you a sense of what it's like to be me on a normal day where I got a bunch of work meetings, some training, a lot of cooking and eating, obviously. If you like the video, make sure you like it, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you watch to the end where I'll show you my own secret for making sure seafood pasta tastes delicious. So it's about 8:30 this morning, just got up about 45 minutes ago, been answering emails, finally made myself some nice hot black coffee, which I have before I do intervals in the morning. Typically, I prefer to have coffee and bone broth so I can get a little bit of protein, but I haven't had the time to make the bone broth as it takes me a little over a day and I only have one bone, need a couple. So I'm actually bundling a recipe book as well as a kid's recipe book because my friends Zach and Ashley Hummel keep posting pictures of the French fries that they learned from me, and that recipe isn't in my regular book, so I want to create a bundle for people to get them both. So that's what I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to hop on the bike to do intervals in a bit before my morning meeting with my regular job. All right, guys, about to do my intervals. Going to do 8 on for 60 seconds while doing a 30-second rest break in between. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I don't care about calories burned from cardio, but I do use it as a measure for my output. So today, I'm probably feeling about a 5 out of 10, so I'm not gonna break any personal records, but I do wanna get a solid 98, 99% output out there. So I'm gonna target about 18 and a half calories per interval. I'll see you in about 12 minutes. Just got done with my 8 intervals. Did them in 18.88 average calories measured per 60 seconds. That's slightly below my pace last week, which I understood beforehand was very likely to be the case. So I set my target for 18.5 calories per 60 seconds compared to 19, which I set last week. Just based on how my recovery cycles have been the last few days, body's not feeling 100% recovered. So today wasn't gonna be a PR day. Today's just a maintenance day. Kind of stay in that high 18, 19 calorie per 60 second pace. And then, maybe this coming Thursday, maybe this coming Sunday, I'll have enough energy to go test a PR. But, it's a long game. We gotta try hard when it counts, where it counts. Otherwise, we're gonna get burned out. And so I've been doing this for a while. And this is exactly why I designed my training to be the way it is. So the output and the reward that I get, that you guys get for our effort is maximized. All right, guys, just saw that I had my 4-egg with avocado toast breakfast. After eating that, did a little bit of mobility work for my left shoulder, hopped on a team meeting with the crypto exchange OKCoin that I work for to get our day started, and also had time to catch up with a couple former teammates, one of whom is presently coaching at my alma mater, Vanderbilt University, and the other who is an agent at CAA, trying to figure out how we can get more high-level athletes aware of the recipes that I'm making. And so now that it's lunchtime, I want to show you how easy it is for me to cook some burgers, which I commonly cook maybe 1 or 2 times a week. So what you see right here is I have cheese, chopped up garlic, as well as some salt that I'm going to add to the burgers. What I'm going to do, got to salt this quite a bit just because that's the cheat code, is I'm just going to combine all this stuff together, into maybe 3 third-pound burgers, and then I'm going to fry them up. This will take maybe 10 minutes total to prep. It's super easy, and I'm actually roasting some bone marrow in the background too. So, this isn't rocket science. I'm not going to show you, how easy or straightforward it is to mash ingredients together with ground beef. I trust that everybody who's watching this video can do this, but I'll show you what the outcome is in a second. 20 minutes later, burgers and bone marrow are done, as you guys can tell. This investment of 20 minutes of time, probably one of the best investments I can make all day. What I like to do with lunch as well as dinner is I'll cook like a pound of meat and I'll just eat as much as my hunger levels dictate. And so probably is gonna end up being about a half to 3/4 of this. And then I'll just save maybe the extra burger patty or so for snacking later today, or if I did something similar for dinner at night. That keeps it easy for me to stay away from processed carbs. Again, protein dominant real food. And you guys know I like to pour the bone marrow liquid, or as I call it, meat butter, onto the plate before I eat it. I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be delicious. This is how I stay on track before I head to the gym later today. After that delicious lunch and a team meeting to discuss a potential hire, I'm at the gym, just finished up my shoulder warm-up routine. Gonna go hit back and triceps today. I'll be doing a few sets of cable rows, a few sets of bent over rows, a few sets of chin-ups, as well as about 6 sets of tricep pushdowns, 3 sets of shoulder shrugs, and about 3 sets of biceps. Show you the rows, because those are probably the most challenging for a lot of people to get right. I wanna make sure that we're working our lats rather than our biceps, and that's actually taken me about 20 years to learn, but I'll show you what I got right now. Just got done with my lift, and one thing that I do after I lift is get some protein and get some carbs in me. So the huge, massive lunch that I cooked with burgers and bone marrow had about 120 grams of protein in it. I only ended up eating about half of that at lunch, just because I wasn't, hungry enough for 120 grams, go figure. But part of my intuitive eating, I just stopped eating, saved the rest for later. And good thing is, I have about 60 grams of protein left for me to slam for, late lunch one, dinner one, whatever you want to call it. I'll still eat a couple times again later today, as it's only about 6 o'clock right now. All right, guys, it's dinner time, and I promised to share the secret for getting your seafood the way you want it to. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna cook a seafood pasta. I actually have some leftover pasta, as well as some pre-cooked sausage, which are great for people who are just learning to cook, or people who just wanna save time like myself tonight. Can't mess them up because they're already cooked on the inside, so they won't get you sick, as well as garlic, which makes everything taste great. You can see right now, the seafood has a ton of liquid that's coming out of it. Liquid is your enemy if you want crisp. And so what I do is, even before I put any oil or butter in the pan, is I cook it at about a medium flame for a few minutes just to get this water out. And I'll actually take this pan and pour the water out at least one time, but very commonly like 3 or 4 times before I actually throw the other stuff on. And sear the outsides to get it crispy. Again, water will make getting your food crispy impossible. So get it out there and enjoy the meal. You can thank me later. As we can see, this is getting nice and crispy. Gonna throw a little bit more tomato sauce on there, and it's gonna be amazing. It's about midnight, just got done doing a couple hours worth of work, both for my main job and my side hustle, which is this, obviously. And I'm hungry, so right before I go to bed, I commonly eat a protein-dense snack that may have a little bit more protein than my normal protein-dominant meals. So you can see right here, just cooked some sausage with a little bit of bread. Has about 15 grams of protein in that snack. And again, I don't worry that I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I've heard that it's not necessarily the best for sleep quality. My sleep quality is kind of bad either way. I hate waking up hungry, or I hate waking up from hunger. So, in that regard, it might help it. But thanks for, taking this ride with me, checking out how a normal Tuesday goes. I'll try to do more of these. Again, like and subscribe, and catch you next time.